Gucci, Prada print. DOE, I'm a condo rich. Big Dolce, Diva, Donda, Dundada, Tokyo, Honda drip. Poppin' Dolce season, new persona, new pushback, but I'm still gon' get that. Labels quaking, they mistaken. I'm that wrist stay frozen, QU. Let's go, I'ma kick.
It's week 13 of the 2024 season, and all eyes are on Saquon Barkley, your standard at running back this season, pacing the league in rushing. It's the Eagles and the Ravens, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out come the Eagles for the first time, and the man in charge at quarterback in his fifth year now, Jalen Hurts.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%, only because they still have some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
So here's the first drive for the Ravens, and at the helm is the 2023 NFL Most Valuable Player. Second such time he's won the award, Lamar Jackson.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 13 carries, 83 yards, and a touchdown.
10 touchdowns on the season for him, and I don't know whether these goals are written down. I don't know whether they're discussed amongst the team, but I do know this. Every guy who touches the ball as a ball carrier thinks 10 touchdowns is a nice round goal to try and reach in a season.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They set up the screen for Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Jackson from the shotgun.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense.
There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Jordan Davis make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll look to throw.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. Tucker's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. Hurts.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45.
2nd and 5. Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 26. A nice pickup of 17 yards. A first down carry for Barkley.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Again, it's Barkley. Shreds the tackle. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Throwing is Hurts.
Smith catches left side. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Gainwell. Going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Touchdown!
Devontae Smith
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Eagles are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
King, still King, still King.
off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith
with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
In the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Ravens offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. And his numbers this year have been eye-popping in a lot of categories. In one area that stands out, he's the NFL leader in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback here in the latter part of the season.
Encroachment defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
They go play action with Jackson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Zach Vaughn
leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for
Neutral zone
jumping.
infraction, defense.
Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
This goes to a former Eagle, Nelson Aguilar.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
In motion, Aguilar.
That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be second down. Jackson.
Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And he's in the midst of an MVP caliber season. The NFL's leader in passing yards as he's up over 3,000 now on the year. On the move past the 40 and all the way down to the 33-yard line. 36 yards on the play. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Goes right back to Smith again.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Devontae Smith
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And this is turning out to be something to monitor as this game goes along. That's now 3 touchdown catches for him here in this first half alone.
Elliott on for the extra point. And it's 21-3. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. The Ravens offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And his ability to use his legs has given the defense fits when trying to game plan. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing yards by a QB.
He's got a man complete.
Down to the 10.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 74 yards.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Tucker with the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Eagles offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Open man is Uzama. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Up the middle with Barkley. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here's 2nd and 7.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Barkley, inside handoff. He will push his way down to about the 14.
Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Yeah, the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Being chased out left. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Hurts
as the first half is winding down.
And the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game. So
halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A short throw caught by Andrews. They'll give him 4 yards there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice. Is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Flowers. That'll give him 8 that time, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. From the gun, it's Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
Henry up the middle. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 58-yard attempt.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Eagles' offense set to begin their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first. Here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Barkley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. A handoff to Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Burt sets up to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Dotson in motion right. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
That is caught. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Barkley going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. 2nd and goal from the 1. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They go option right on 2nd and goal. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it.
Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. In motion goes the tight end. Now it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. He's got it. Here.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens 38. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll go to Barkley again. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
A handoff to Barkley on the option to the 27-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's Hurts to throw.
There's a short one caught by Uzama. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
And his fine afternoon on the ground for the ball game. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now Saquon Barkley.
Brought down on the play by Trenton Simpson.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll run with Barkley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On the end around, here comes Smith. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Elliott on for the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. The tight end in motion right. Jackson. Under pressure, they got him again.
Jalen Carter
In there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
Ready?
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Jackson now.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This is 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Barkley.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, but that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles.
And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Eagles, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.